Mugen Souls Z is Idea Factory's and EastAsiaSoft's newest release onto the Nintendo Switch, and a direct port of the PlayStation 3 original release, now being properly sold as an uncensored version. If you enjoyed the original Mugen Souls port on the Nintendo Switch a few months back, which I reviewed, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for that, you should feel right at home here. But for those uninitiated, this is a direct sequel to that title, and simply put, a more robust experience. Following the events of the original Mugen Souls, Cho-Cho is still out in the universe collecting planets for peons, and as she discovers a dozen new potential candidates, Surma, a newly awakened goddess, takes her powers away and turns her into a chibi character, so she basically has to start all over again from scratch, which is exactly where your new Odyssey will begin. Explore the 12 new realms, collect and amass a whole bunch of new powers, and it's basically a story that doesn't take itself too seriously, but in typical fashion for this franchise, that's kind of expected. Gameplay revolves around exploring 3D open areas as each world represents a brand new biome, new explorational options, and plenty of enemies to dispose of. Choose where to go, what to collect, when to grind, defeat, and of course take care of every enemy available on the screen, and eventually reach a boss hidden somewhere around the world. Rinse and repeat this and try to see if you can actually collect yourself all the new realms, and of course collect the new and true ending, which is certainly worth chasing after. As you explore, the G Castle works as your home base where you venture out from. There are some upgrades you can bring to it, but nothing too crazy. Most of the experience centers around you, the character, becoming more stronger, and believe me when I tell you, that's easier now than ever before. Since this release includes all of the previously available DLC and bonuses, you instantly get handed out some rather powerful items to help your grind become a little bit easier. I took most of my upgrades pretty much right at the beginning, and the rest of my experience was rather pleasant. Sure, there is some grinding available for XP bonuses in tow, but you're not going to be spending a lot of time on that, which in the previous release, that was a little bit of a focal point. Combat is turn-based, although it's relatively fast. Use some of your powerful attacks or brand new skills as any one of the characters, unlock new ones to dispose plenty of enemies rather quickly, or just use the auto combat feature. Either one works, there's no real too much thinking involved. Aside from the main story, there's plenty of side content to do. Since this is proudly being sold as an uncensored version, fans of the franchise and Compound Hearts to begin with know exactly what to expect here. Tons of ecchi and rubbing type mini games to feed into your depravity. By now, I don't think anyone buying these type of games is being taken by surprise as to what it is they should be expecting. But that's a good thing, since Nintendo continually allows these type of games to enter and exist in their marketplace, and there is a physical version being available as part of the launch experience. Performance on the Nintendo Switch and visuals at the same time are a big step up from the original ports. Assets look higher resolution, performance is a bit smoother, and overall, there's just a cleaner presentation all around. Frame rates are stable, with just something that I couldn't necessarily say in the original Mugen Souls on the Nintendo Switch, and honestly, since things are moving so fast in this game, specifically in combat, it all pays off. I would like to thank EastAsiaSofts for providing me the footage you are seeing here today, since I spent most of my time playing on the Nintendo Switch Lite. Mugen Souls Z is a better all-around package than the original, but that's not because the original was a bad game, but that's because Z introduces so many new ideas and is a much more daring game which is taking the next step. Ecchi content aside, there's so much to do, and fans of certain characters will have plenty to look forward to this time around. Nintendo Sphere gives Mugen Souls Z on the Nintendo Switch an 8 out of 10. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya!